The episode begins with Mordecai and Rigby lounging around the park, bored and looking for something to occupy their day. Rigby spots a small, dusty diary lying on one of the benches and immediately snatches it up, curious about its contents. Mordecai, intrigued but cautious, asks whose diary it is. Rigby shrugs, assuming it belongs to someone who lost it recently, and opens it, discovering pages filled with personal thoughts, secrets, and sketches. Mordecai hesitates, reminding Rigby that reading someone else's diary is invasive and possibly unethical. But Rigby is already flipping through pages, laughing at the entries and reading them aloud in a dramatic, exaggerated voice. The diary quickly becomes a source of fascination. It contains a mixture of mundane confessions, heartfelt emotions, and humorous observations about daily life, giving Mordecai and Rigby a glimpse into someone else's private world. They begin reacting differently. Mordecai reads certain entries quietly, reflecting on the relatable feelings described, while Rigby continues to mock and dramatize the more embarrassing or silly parts. Their contrasting reactions highlight the dynamic between Mordecai's thoughtful, empathetic nature and Rigby's impulsive, chaotic personality. As they continue reading, the diary reveals information about secret locations around the park, hidden items, and small personal achievements of the writer. Mordecai becomes increasingly intrigued, suggesting that they could use the diary as a guide to uncover hidden areas and long-forgotten treasures in the park. Rigby, excited by the possibility of adventure, enthusiastically agrees and immediately starts planning the exploration. They sneak through the park, following clues described in the diary, encountering hidden compartments, locked storage rooms, and cleverly disguised areas. Their journey is filled with comedic mishaps. Rigby gets stuck in a tight crawlspace, Mordecai accidentally knocks over a stack of supplies, and Pops floats into one hidden area, marveling at the secretive nature of the spaces. The middle of the episode introduces a subtle tension when Mordecai and Rigby realize the diary may not belong to an anonymous person, but could be connected to someone they know at the park. They begin noticing handwriting and references to events that match the behavior of Muscle Man, Benson, or even Skips. Mordecai becomes concerned about privacy and the ethics of continuing to read the diary, while Rigby is more interested in the thrill of discovery, convinced that the secrets could lead to ultimate park fun. Their argument about whether to continue creates comedic conflict, with Rigby attempting to hide pages or manipulate Mordecai into reading more, and Mordecai trying to restrain him without causing a scene. As they explore further, the diary leads them to a hidden room filled with mementos, souvenirs, and personal items. They discover photographs, old trinkets, and forgotten notes that paint a picture of someone's past experiences and dreams. Mordecai becomes emotionally invested, realizing that the diary is a record of someone who cared deeply about the park and its community, and he begins to feel a sense of responsibility to protect the privacy of the writer. Rigby, meanwhile, continues to poke fun, though he also becomes momentarily sentimental upon finding a humorous drawing that mirrors one of his own antics, creating a rare moment of shared understanding between the two. The climax of the episode occurs when the owner of the diary, a quiet and normally reserved park worker, unexpectedly appears while Mordecai and Rigby are examining the contents. The two freeze, panicked at being caught. The diary owner, instead of being angry, reacts with surprise and mild amusement, explaining that they never expected anyone to find it and that it was meant as a private reflection. Mordecai immediately apologizes and explains that they didn't mean any harm, emphasizing that they were intrigued by the personal thoughts and hidden areas. Rigby, nervously guilty, adds a joking comment about how the diary adventure was epic, trying to lighten the mood. The owner smiles, expressing that they appreciate the curiosity but hope the contents remain private, and gently asks them to return the diary. Mordecai and Rigby, relieved, hand the diary back, reflecting on the experience. They acknowledge that while the adventure was exciting, respecting others' privacy is more important than satisfying curiosity. Pops floats happily, commenting on how interesting it is to learn about others' thoughts, and Muscle Man appears briefly, joking about how he should have hidden a diary of his own. The episode ends with Mordecai and Rigby walking away from the park, joking and laughing, but with Mordecai quietly musing about the importance of empathy, reflection, and understanding others, highlighting personal growth alongside their usual comedic antics.